Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Those who watch our show know what we're about as context, what matters about these stories. Chiney Ogwumike alongside to help us understand. And look, folks know you from the Sparks, yes, but we're interested in the boardroom side of this as a vice president of the WNBPA. What did you all gain here that you feel is most important?
This CBA is not only a win for women in sports, women of the WNBA, the 144 amazing women there, but it's just, again, it's a win for women, period. I know a lot of people talk about the salary, but there's also wins with player experience, player health, and well-being. So it's a holistic CBA. And one thing everyone talks about, like, oh, you do receive a lot of benefaction from the NBA. That is true. But the biggest thing we won was that they are betting on women. They are investing in women, and that's the most important thing.
As you explained to me off air, and this really makes sense, there were certain buckets in a sense, things that were important in specific areas. As you prioritized what really mattered for the wonderful women of this great league. What
the fuck? What the fuck? Stop playing! What the fuck? Stop playing! What the fuck is that?
What were the most important things to get?
I guess I'll start with player salary, because with every bucket, and I know it's ironic because it's basketball,
Yeah, sure.
and we talk
Get
about
buckets.
big buckets.
Stop it. Get some help.
But for every bucket, it was not just nailing down a professional standard, but it was also being creative. So when it comes to player salary, we have bumped up the salary of nearly all most players, which is just fantastic. But then we're also creative when it came to salary. We've created a compensation package so that players, also top players, can really stay here based on the number, the holistic view that, hey, we're actually getting more competitive to those overseas numbers, right?
When you say stay here, this is the part that perhaps people don't even realize, and this would be mind-boggling if you were to compare it to the NBA. The idea that the star players, many of the best players, have to weigh, look, I can get $1 million to go overseas, so maybe I don't want to, but look, $1 million's $1 million. You can create a revenue stream where theoretically those best players could stay here and help grow the league?
Yeah, that's the ultimate goal, and that's what the CBA accomplished. It's not only salary, but it's that additional compensation package, and then it's everything else. When it comes to player experience, I know a lot of people were like, you guys didn't already have individual hotel rooms? Well, we're now making that a professional standard. But honestly, the most exciting thing for me is about working moms. We're a league full of working moms.
Right.
Not the mama.
All right, that ends right now. I have had it up to here with this not the mama. I am not the mama. I'm your daddy.
And we have not only benefits for those working moms, meaning now if you are on maternity leave, you finally get full pay, full salary. I know it sounds like...
Speaking of something that is mind-boggling to think you didn't already have and absolutely should have had.
Yeah, that's why I say it's a win, not just for women in sports, but this is something that should be in the workplace for women, period.
Agreed.
That's why I think that this is a holistic win for women, period, outside of just us playing basketball. These are standards that should apply to all women in all workplaces.
I'm smiling as the dad of a little girl who I look forward to her growing up and being able to point to women like you and women in this league and saying that's how you do it.
Hi, I'm Jay Harris, talking basketball with Chiney Ogwumike. We see athletes injured all the time. You were in Breanna Stewart's shoes. When you played, you were injured. How was Stewie's injury different from others?
Yeah, Breanna Stewart's injury is kind of controversial, largely because she is a reigning WNBA MVP, and she got injured overseas. She got injured while she was playing overseas, representing her Russian professional team. And it's difficult. The injury was an Achilles injury. I went through that exact same process. Tore my Achilles in China. I had to scramble to get home, back to the US. I started my rehab process, and that process took me 2 years. It takes a while for you to get back to feeling like you are the best player, that you're the best version of yourself, right? We see that with Paul George taking a little bit while, and now he's having a career year. We see that with Gordon Hayward. So it's tough seeing Breanna Stewart, the reigning MVP in the WNBA, get injured overseas, and we know her as being a part, the leader, the defending champ in the WNBA.
This question on its surface may seem obvious, but I know you have a different take. What is the difference between the NBA and the WNBA?
The difference between the NBA and the WNBA is the season setting. So we all know that the NBA starts in October and goes to early June. Well, in the WNBA, we play year-round, 24/7, right? And if you look at this schedule, we play in multiple countries, multiple leagues. We do this because we make a fraction of the pay in the WNBA. So for most of you who think like, oh, the WNBA is just 3 months of the year, well, the rest of the months, we're going overseas. And this is what Breanna Stewart has done. 42 games in the regular season, 6 World Cup games, 14 EuroLeague regular season games. The total is 83 games she's played so far in this calendar year. Very comparable to the NBA season. So that's the controversial aspect as well. A lot of people think in the WNBA our season is over from May to October. Well, no, from October to May, we're still playing, and we play with no breaks.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Why is her injury in particular making such big headlines?
Well, the real question is, why does it take, WNBA players, the ability for them to have to go play overseas for them to make their money? Why are we valued more overseas than we are here in the U.S., where we love the WNBA and play for the respect and love of the game? And, I'm the vice president of the WNBPA, and we are fighting for a better league. And we're not asking for NBA money. I mean, if you want to give it to us, that's kind of cool. But seriously, we're a league full of college graduates. We do our research. We know the financial realities of our league. And everyone points to the fact that, yes, we lost $12 million last year, but at the league level, we definitely make more money as a whole. All of the key indicators are up: ratings, streaming, merchandise sales. We're not asking to be treated like NBA players financially, obviously, but we're just asking not to be treated like a charity. We're the best women's basketball league in the world. We want our business to have the same standard. And real business requires real investments. And guess what? Your investment is in the game, in the players, so that league MVPs like Breanna Stewart will be here, rested, ready for the WNBA, not forced to push her limits overseas.
Hey, there's some bullshit.